Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Happy Easter and whatnot. Hope you all are making it a great day. Got a couple GACs to play today. Got Darth Loquitur's GAC. Got 4 GLs all stacked up in one zone. So I'm going to see if we can get through that. Lex Talionis, we got opponent with almost 3 times our GP, but got chances to win down there too. Of course, nice victory by Team Liquid for those who are fans of League of Legends. Just had a nice playoff game with TL really showing up. It's pretty fun. For anybody who doesn't like that kind of stuff or hasn't seen it, if you don't like it, obviously don't watch it. But if you've never seen League of Legends or you never played the game, it's pretty entertaining. Pretty interesting, even after all these years. I played a long time ago. I'm a mediocre player. I was never very good at it, but it's fun to watch other people who are really good play it. I suppose it's like most sports. Even if you're not that good at basketball, it's really fun to watch people who are good play it. So, got Storm Pooper in the house. Said he started a diet called Whole30, and his body's craving terrible junk food already. Shannon Smith says, howdy DL. BB Aftermath says, glad I could make it to a live stream. Well, hello, BB Aftermath. Ziggy says, howdy. I never understood the appeal of League of Legends. I think the appeal is, I don't know. There's enough in the game that even though it's the same map over and over again, games feel very different. Things that you do very early on in the game can make a big difference. How certain players play in a game can make a big difference. So it's one of those games with high heuristics, right? Like if everything plays the same every time, it's pretty boring. But everything that happens triggers something else that happens that can either snowball into a good game or a bad game. There's a lot of fun moments. There's games that have been won and lost with people at the last minute, like literally losing the game, and somebody teleports to the enemy base and wins. So it's got a lot of mechanics that make it I guess the best word is high heuristics, right? Like it can really turn out differently every time, even though it's the same game. So yeah, it's fun. I miss the old days of Moscow 5. That was the really old days. Holy cow. That's like, what, the second year of LCS or something like that? Moscow 5. What was that one guy's name? Diamond? Was Diamond on Moscow 5? I still remember that interview when it first came out. And they asked him what the secret of their style of play was. And the guy was having problems translating and, going through his translator and all that. And he looks at the camera and he's like, see hero, kill hero. that was their whole thing. See hero, kill hero. That was a long time ago. What competitive League of Legends has been going now for, 14, 15 years, something like that? That is a long time. Long time for a game. Diamond Prox Jungler. How do you remember? How do you remember that stuff? I mean, I generally remember them being a team and all that, but I don't remember like the names of all the players. I'm lucky if I remember like one character. Yeah. Ziggy says, makes sense. Just so many people love that I can't argue. It's just not something that I personally enjoy. Yeah, I think if you've never played the game and you don't understand some of the logistics of the game, you don't really have an appreciation for it. Some of the time, like there's these moves where guys flash out of the way and they flash over a wall. And in the game, it really doesn't look like that big of a deal. But if you've played the game, there are certain walls where you have to be in exactly the right spot, and you have to click just past halfway point so that when you flash, it pushes you to the other side of the wall instead of the near side of the wall. And, players like me run up to the wall, click the button, fail the flash, and end up on the same side of the wall and just get murdered. These pros, like, 1 out of 100 times when there's a situation like that, they'll mess it up. But all of these, like, really difficult moves, they'll just nail it every time. There used to be this wall where you had to if you stood in a certain spot, you could get a ward into the enemy's brush. But if you took like 1 step forward, you would be visible to them. Man, I could never get that. Like, the pros just roll up, they know exactly where their character has to go. They click on like the exact pixel and then put the ward exactly where it's supposed to be. So there's all this stuff that's like, I don't know. If you've never played the game and you don't have a feeling for how hard those things really are to do, it loses a lot of its luster. But if you've played the game and you can kind of recognize at least a little bit, when awesome things happen, then I think it makes a difference on your enjoyment. Assembly69 says, I was a big LOL fan back then. I followed TSM and the Odd One. All my friends play it. I tried once, and it was just like a different genre of games, I think. The guy, the guy that I always liked, there was a lot of guys from like way back when. I liked Skara, because Skara was like, he wasn't that great of a player, but back when the league very first started up, the quality of players that you had to have to make a good team weren't that good. So Skara was like pretty good, but among that early group of players that wasn't all that good, and he pretty quickly got pushed out. But I thought he was an interesting guy, and I liked I'm a Cutie Pie. So if anybody hasn't seen this guy, he's not a cutie pie. He's like some kind of redneck. I loved it. He's just indignant. He just like said whatever he wanted to say, and he was really a risky player. He would run in and throw everything at the enemy and get killed, and just go, it's all right, it'll work out at the end. So he was, let's say maybe his quality of play was 7 out of 10, but his entertainment value was like 11 out of 10, man. I love watching that guy play because he was just fun. He was one of the early Dignitas guys, I think. Yeah, SMB says, yeah, Cutie Pie just having fun, win or lose. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's back when, I respect the professionalism that these guys have for the game now. I appreciate that. And it's nice to see sometimes when... So some teams are very serious, but then when they start to win a little bit, you'll see the guys start to have a little more fun. And I always like it when that happens, because then it looks like they're actually having fun playing the game instead of just conducting a business transaction. But yeah. And Double Lift, I gotta say, like, I would watch it in the background a lot of times, and my wife kind of got familiar with the players a little bit. She could not stand Double Lift. Like, every time Double Lift came on a cast or was interviewed or something like that, she'd be like, oh, I hate that guy. Just something about his arrogance or whatever. I mean, he was playing a character, right? He was playing a role. But man, my wife was like, man, I can't stand that guy. She'd like mute the TV for his interviews and stuff. Hilarious. Double Lift was in there a long time, though. Played a long time, came back, played again for a long time. All right, let's take a look at this grand arena for Darth Loquitur. BB says, I liked League some. I played that in Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft when I still had time. I like Blizzard games. Double Lift was one of the OG heels. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing. He as soon as he found out that people were like easily baited, he turned into a total troll. And he was just like, yeah, whatever. How do you think you're going to do against that team tomorrow? What do you mean? We're going to win. We're going to crush them. There's no questions asked. It's already over. They might as well just, get on a plane and go home. He's funny. But good player. Good player. The only thing that kind of frustrating, man, the United States is the worst. Like every other region, even Brazil, and they got a team like from Turkey, are almost as good as the whole United States teams. So it's, man, those the Asian teams and even the European teams crush us all the time in the international competitions. All right, here we go. Bird SW. Birds from the Republic of Kessel. Could put a TR in there, right? Kestrel. That would be a bird. We could make the Kessel run in 12 parsecs. All right, capital ships, or ship power 4.5 basically. Characters 6 for 10.6 million total. That's pretty much everything in ships. Galactic War Battles 130,000, so that's a 7-year-old account. Ship inventory, I expect we're going to find everything here. Yeah, so we got Malevolence, Negotiator, Executor, Profundity, Leviathan, all 7 stars. Marauder's not built up yet, though. Interesting. Okay, so he didn't build the Bad Batch, no Lord Vader yet. And then pretty much everything you'd expect. Character-wise, he's got 7 GLs, just missing that Lord Vader. Everything else is in the house. Grand Inquisitor, Relic 8. How many of you guys put the Zeta onto the leadership? I did. I did this week in my update. But man, I debated it for a long time because we're going to get Third Sister, right? And once we get Third Sister, Grand Inquisitor's probably not going to be in the lead very often. Well, at least I believe that's the case, right? You put Third Sister in the lead. But then I thought, man, for 3s, I'll probably divide it up into 2 teams anyway, and I'll have like a Third Sister team and a Grand Inquisitor team. So I went back and forth on it and finally decided to just put the Zetas onto Grand Inquisitor and just make him as good as I could. Partly for the character, partly for the ship. Can't hurt to have the ship a little stronger. But I ended up committing all 3 of the Zetas. Relic 9 on Malik over here. And then all the requirement stuff that you would expect. Relic 8 on Chrysanthemum. Malgus, Starkiller. No surprises here, really. There's a Wampa, Relic 5. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. This Wampa Relic 5 is a good character. If you're willing to commit to take this Wampa up to higher relics, man, those times when somebody puts that Sith Eternal on defense and you can just kill it with a Wampa, feels pretty good. You don't have to over-relic him, but he gets so much more powerful. Okay, and Triumvirate. Not reliced yet. Okay. Not much reason to look at more of this stuff. Let's take a look at his speed. See what we're looking at here. I counted up my characters over 300 speed, and I'm at 18, I think. 18 or 19 characters over 300 speed now. 349 on Admiral Radis is his fastest character. Seventh Sister is next fastest at 338. Does Seventh Sister deserve to be that fast? Huh. That's a heck of a commitment to Inquisitors there. 338 on Piet. Okay, and then go down here like by Drogon, see what he is. 300. Alright, so my opponent's got decent speed. I'll have to pay attention on teams where that's relevant. But Radis, huh? Radis with a speed set. Interesting. Okay, so let's go see what we've got. Assembly said, I always loved Cap's tweets about to clap Faker. He indeed didn't. Currently on the Executor Rush, following your guide. Nice. Well, if you got any questions, let me know. TK says hello. Hey, TK. How's things going, man? Faker. Man, I saw that Faker game live where... what was he playing? Was it... he was playing Zed, I think, and his opponent was playing Talon. And he came out of the base, and the opponent tried to catch him. Or the other way around. He was still in lane, and his opponent came out of the base at full life. Something like that. And he was at like a tenth of his hit points, and he managed to kill the other guy. It was insane. It was absolute insanity. That clip was so frequently watched that like 3 years later, they said a version of him died every 12 seconds or something like that with as many views as that clip had. Yeah. Faker may very well be the best player it's ever played, I think. Maybe. You know what else I liked? Oh man, why am I blanking on his name? The guy who played Anivia all the time. Like, he would play Anivia and farm out like more than 2 other characters at the same time. There was some funny stuff back then. All right, let's. You guys are here to watch Swgoh, not listen to this lol talk. So we got a Starkiller team here. Maybe try to trooper that. No Mara Jade. So we've got a Talon in here instead of a Mara Jade. I feel like this feels like a much weaker version of the team, but maybe there's something I don't know with this Talon. But maybe we can trooper that team. We got Leia here. We've got Rey. We've got JML and Jabba all in the same zone. So I figure we're going to have to try to make SLKR work against the Jabba. We've had some success with Sith Eternal against Leia, so maybe we can make Sith Eternal work here. We'll take JMK against Rey, and then we'll try to do a mirror match with Luke against Luke. Because, yeah, I'm Relic 9, he's Relic 7. That feels like a big difference. He's got Hermit Yoda and Luke, and I feel like we could just mirror match this and then try to get that taken care of. We could also, in theory, do like JML, Jedi Knight Luke, and Revan, and try to catch this Yoda while he's not stealthed. Or, you know, hit the Jedi Knight Luke. But there's some things that we can do here. We finally got our ultimate now on our own JML, so it's not a matter where the weaker JML gets his ult and then we lose. So at least we got that going for us. So I think that's how this has to play out if I'm going to make it through bottom zone. I think if I drop 1 or 2 of these battles, then, you know, it'll be a top zone only clear, and then I'll be facing ships. But he did put 4 out of 7 Galactic Legends on defense. leaving only 3 of his Galactic Legends for offense. And I've got Leia, Rey, and Jabba there. So he has the right GLs, right? He's got JMK, Sith Eternal, and SLKR. Yeah, so if he matches those up right, he kept the right GLs to beat my guys. Nothing to do but dig in and get started. The SLKR here, we played against that Leia team last time and got owned. We could try a Kylo in here. And maybe just put in 2 Kylos. Because the Red Trooper just gets killed way too fast. Maybe we just got to put in Hux and get the early reset. Maybe that's better. Okay, let's take a look at what Datacron we could use here. Dark Side, that's the Empire one. Crit damage, 13% crit damage. And it has doubt, so we could take this one. Froggen. Yeah, that's it. that's the guy, Froggen. Yeah, Froggen. He was, you know, changed the game with how he played. You know, really just the idea of taking a high-scaling champion and just snowballing it until the late game and then basically killing the whole team with your character. It's different. Kyber says, did you figure out the issue with your ultimate token? Yeah, we got that fixed. We got it resolved. We got our last token. Yep. All right, here we go. Let's get in here and see what we can do with Jabba the Hutt. Having no more Datacrons to deal with, I have to admit, is pretty nice. Okay. I think we're actually going to take the... Why did I do that? I should know better than that. I should know better than that by now. That doesn't work with this Leia. I can't call the assists. I gotta slow down my gameplay, guys. Last time I played way too fast and things went badly for me, so I just gotta slow things down here. Get things slowed down. Let's stun. Or not. And we'll take this. Okay. Okay. Part of the damage is gone now. Kylo unmasked is living through this, so that's good for us. Got a blind down now. Not much we can do about a blind. I really don't want to take this at 98% when I can get one more tick and have 100%. I'll go ahead and take the stun off this. We're not in a hurry right now. Yeah, why not? Let's just keep ramping damage. Use the ult now. We're in control of this fight, right? So it's not bad. We'll take 1 stab, 2 sweeps. Ramp the heck out of our damage. All right. Should be in good shape now. Take that while we're blinded. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so one battle down. What do we want to do next? Let's do this one next. Again, we've had some luck with Sith Eternal. Managing to pull through. We need... I play the red tank in here, but he dies pretty fast. I wonder if it would be worth my time to invest more into that tank. Because his health ramps off of the leadership with that Zeta. So if you take him all the way to Relic 9, he gets a big boost on health. And then when his health gets multiplied by his Zeta, he gets a lot more health. So it's pretty good. When Empire allies critically hit, I don't think that's going to be useful for us. Inflict a debuff. That's about all we've got, though, right? This one's just health. Maybe we take this. Maybe we just take the health. First time a dark side ally is defeated, everybody else gains 15% offense and 20 speed for the... I mean, two of them are going to die, right? So maybe that's a good Datacron for C most of the time. Alright, so we'll link up probably her and Drogan will be visible at first, and then have to kill that off to start. Okay, here we go. And again, the goal here is, even if we don't win, and even if we time out, we really want to get the two ads killed and just be fighting against Leia. Alright, so we'll link up Drogan and Leia. That just hits so hard. Man, it is crazy how much damage they do. I don't know. Probably not even going to get a turn on this guy. Okay, so they kill Watt instead. Alright. Okay, everybody's on fire. Let's heal him up again. Try to continue wasting time a little bit here. Oof. You know how it is. As long as we're not taking those hits on our Sith Eternal, I'm okay with it. Alright, so this should be damage immunity, but doesn't stop him from getting killed by our effect. Alright, well, we've got this debuff on. We want to take a lot of turns, get that debuff cleansed off. So there we go. Okay. Alright, and Leia is officially out of protection now. So that's good. She'll put a little of the pew-pew on me. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. We'll just take the shot. Then put it on auto, and then I think we're good here, right? Because I think that we have enough damage. Leia has no protection. We're not going to get... She's not going to get that buff locked in on us, I don't think. So it's just a question of whether or not we can finish her off by the end of the 2 minutes and 35 seconds that we've got left. Looking good. Sith Eternal looking good. She got the pew-pew out again. C's almost got her. You know, I think that extra offense is pretty useful here on that Datacron. think I like that Datacron. Just a couple instances of that, what was it, 10% extra damage for the rest of combat. Gave us like 20% extra. Okay, 2 down. 2 down. Now we got this to go. And we have to remember not to be foolish and use our insta-kill when they have instant kill immunity. It'd be good if we remembered that this time. Light side. Light side tricks will take it. Boris says, how on earth? What do you mean? You're surprised by that, Boris? We've done that battle. We did it last time too. We failed with the SLKR and we won with the Sith Eternal. Okay. We'll get on in here. TK says sweet. Boris says you do amazing things with C. Well, thank you. I like to see what I can do with him. So TK, if you don't mind my asking, you haven't said anything about your wife in quite some time. I know she had I guess an illness, you would say, that she had to deal with. So is that all done and over with? Everything's back to being good? All right, let's pile in here on Rey. Critical hit immunity. The instant defeat immunity is still on her Holdo. We can't damage Rey. But here we should be able to... Nope. Nope. We're stuck because Rey doesn't have... Rey didn't lose life. If we do the ult here... we got to do the ult just to have Kenobi survive, right? Otherwise he's going to die during the ult attack here. Okay. Well, let's get in here on Rey. Come on now. Get in on Rey. Go. Go, go. Oh, man. Getting, oh, whirlwinded. All right, get him out of here now. Get him immune. Get Rey dead. Come on. No, she got healed up by Holdo. Oh, we got her. We got her. I was going to say she got, like, healed up by Holdo in the middle of all that, which was... I thought gonna doom us. We're good now. TK says she's doing awesome. Had her final surgery in January. Back to 100% and cancer free. Nice. There's a Holdocron in the current set that's stupid. Will eat up GLs. So I have both the Holdocron and the Reycron, Boris. Do you think in 3v3s that the Holdocron is better or the Reycron? I mean, I looked at it and I honestly think that for 3s, that Holdocron is nasty. That's how it looks to me. Curious what other people think. I'm also curious if you guys got the Sidious Cron. For anybody who has the Sidious Cron, how are you setting that up? How are you setting up your Sidious? How are you modding him? Because, I mean, he's always needed just insane potency. So I feel like potency is still the thing. But I was looking at that and I was like, well, the ability says a lot about health, protection, all that stuff. Defense gets increased. But then it looks like, and I haven't tried it out yet, but it looks like he just resets all of his cooldowns, so he just does his area effectability like every time he takes a turn. Is that correct? Kyber says health, primaries, and potency. Full potency. .280 speed, 120 potency, 82k hit points are Peepo's recommended targets. Yeah, see, I've got more speed than that, I think, and I've got more potency than that, but I'm lacking on the hit points. I ended up with my guy at like 70,000 hit points or something. So I'm off that mark. I would have to go put like two health primaries onto him. It's a Rebel Fighter one. I'm probably not going to use that for anybody else, and I probably need some Datacron stats for this. Alright, let's go in and see what we can get done here. Those are the minimums? Oh man. Well, I'm not going to meet the minimum for the health target then. What do we want to do here? I feel like we want to put this on Luke. And then call Luke pretty frequently on the tank so he can do extra damage. We should probably call Hermit Yoda when it's yeah. We should probably call Hermit Yoda. Gets us extra turn meter. Come on now. Get him. Oof. All right. I don't know. Let's do that. And let's do that. Do a little hand waving. Do a little ability blocking. Hey, got him. 4 for 4. Slowing it down, y'all. Slowing it down. Not in such a hurry to get these things done. All right, some battles we have to be in a hurry for, but otherwise. All right. So the problem with this fight, if I do Imperial Troopers, if we do Imperial Troopers, probably have to kill Sidious as the first kill. Because with Talon in there, he's going to be pretty rough. We need Gideon. Probably need Piet. If we use... If we use this Dark Trooper, we're going to be too slow, right? All the guys in his team will get to go. We may still be too slow. Nope. Looks like we're good. 260, 330. We're good. I changed around my Piet mods too, so coming out of this, we're gonna have a much faster Piet next week. If we had a faster Piet, I would just do Veer's Piet and Dark Trooper, but Let's see. Is this enough? Can this work? I think this can work. Use our Trooper Cron here. We need to swap out for better stats on this Trooper Cron, though. Holy cow. What's the other one? We've got another one that does Empire stuff. Oh, it's the same thing. So what are the stats on this? Also potency, some crit damage, crit avoidance, deflection, resistance, potency. Well, we'll use this one. Yeah. Well, we may lose this. I think we can kill Sidious, but then I don't know if we can get through Starkiller before he starts murdering our characters. That SK team is Sidious Cron food. Interesting. Alright, let's take the turn meter drain right away. We'll do that, and then we will drop the bomb on City. Okay. That Palpatine, that all went as expected. Now the question is, can we get the kill here? Looks good. Yeah, nice. All right. All right. Yeah. Go Troopers. Try to sell you guys a Relic Moff Gideon once again. That's the kind of things you can do with a Relic Moff Gideon. Alright, back wall, we've got a Zori team. We can try our Radish team there. We've got, what is this? Mon Mothma, Rex, and Kylo. And then we've got Iden with a Dark Trooper. Oh, opponent. Opponent, you can't put a Dark Trooper with Iden. It ruins it. And then Geos. This Zori team is strange. Zori with Jedi Training Ray. And then a Jedi team. I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to run out of offenses because he's still got a bunch of good stuff on the front wall. I feel like we've got to probably use our Radish team here, which is also the team that we've used in the past to beat Zori. We've got to probably use Gas here. And that leaves us with a bunch of hard teams up front still. So we're just going to have to try to beat this front and see what we've got left for the back wall. Or if we get stumped on the front wall, then we'll have to clear the back wall and be done, I guess. Crit damage, a little bit of resistance. I don't have anything left. Oh, this is for light side. Mandalorian mechanics. Potency, deflection. I mean, that's not even that good for us. I don't want to use a Datacron here. I'll take this one just for 12% critical damage. That's pretty sad, really. I took my Moff Gideon to R8 for the raids, no regrets. Nice, TK. Nice. Kevin Price says Zori with JTR. Yeah, it's odd. I think JTR lead kills Zori's unique too. Yeah, what's her thing? She has to be in a squad with no Galactic Legends or UFUs or something like that. So yeah, I feel like that's a true statement. What did we do here before? We ended up like killing Malgus first, I think. Or Malik. I don't want to get fear on me for no reason. Ah, fine. Okay, lightning. Ooh. Killing both clones right and left. Okay, here we go. We just need to trigger some procs so that Malik can't go crazy later. There we go. That's what we wanted. Get rid of his levels of nastiness. Oh, that was brutal. Well, this isn't great. Come on now. Yep, this is a loss. And now I don't know what we do. I don't know what we do against this team. There's no Bastila, there's no Darth Revan. So maybe we have more of a chance than usual with Sith. Sidious Kron also solos a 5-man Malgus team. Wow. Sidious Kron kills Malgus. That'll be worth it just to kill Malgus. They really don't like fighting him. I think we're out of Datacrons that are useful here. Just throw this on, I guess. If we lose this, then I think we just focus on the back wall and try to get as many kills as we can. I don't know what else we've got that can even deal with Malgus at this point. Okay. Let's isolate. Oh, I should have targeted over there. Okay. Fear on. "16 instances of fear on Nihilus." Oof! Trey gets one-shotted. Okay. With Traya gone, why did fear go on to Nihilus right there? Just can't get any cooldowns. I don't think I have anything that can deal with this. Made things worse. Yep, I think that's it. Can't beat that Malgus. I guess I can try bounty hunters on it. Let's clear this back zone and then see if there's anything else that we can do up there. This week we should be able to Wampa this. No Datacron needed, right? Let's get in there with a Wampa. Maybe it's Wampa bait. Is there something about this team that would be just like Wampa bait where it has enough damage to kill my Wampa? I don't think so, but who knows? Alright, we'll ramp damage for a few turns here. As long as we've got purple and we're at full health, don't mind doing a little ramping. I'm going to do a hit over here. Nice, we got an instance off the trooper. Gonna hit this dude into next week. Take his damage to nothing. And do a womp. And then he can't be resurrected or do anything useful again. Alright. Easy peasy. Auto. Nope. Man, this guy on this AI is horrible with Wampa on auto. Like, has no idea what to do with him. Okay. Bang. I'm looking forward to having some good crons next week. It's the scout that somehow stops Wampa. Yeah, the scout with the TIE pilot in the team is what got me. That came out of nowhere. We still won that battle, but it was close. Okay, Rex with Mon Mothma and Kyle Katarn. What do we do here? What have we here? CLS beat this? I feel like CLS 3PO Chewie must be good here. Lock down Kyle Katarn right at first. He'll take the first turn. Oh, we can't. This isn't, there's no Han Chewie here. So we're not going to get to go first. I still think this should have enough damage to win. I think so. Let's get in there and try out. Come on, everybody, let's do the womp, says Sourface. That womp, though. Alright, take away his stuff. Get rid of offense up here. Okay. Ooh, stun. That's not fantastic. Okay. Let's just generate some extra attacks here. Kyle being Kyle, I guess. Okay. Take CLS in here. Wow. We are getting a whole lot of nothing done. Take that offense up again. I guess we need to switch over to Kyle and try to get him low as well. See if that's an easier kill for us. Just basic here. And then Kyle will come back here in just a second. Okay, what is it that we're doing wrong here? What is it that we're doing wrong? I guess... everything. Everything. Man. I kind of don't understand that, though. I guess we just didn't have enough damage. That's... CLS team and not enough damage doesn't typically go together, but I guess that's the case. All right, let's see. What can be done here? We're gonna need Bosk. We could do Bosk, Grief, and Mando. Try to make that work. And just get Rex out of there for good. If Mon Mothma's the weakest character, though, we're in trouble, right? Let's give this a try. We might just be stuck, guys. We might be just out of teams that are good enough. Okay, we'll do Taunt. Yeah, Mon Mothma's the weakest character. Okay, so we quickly turn Kyle into the weakest character. That's good. Get some advancement on our contract here. Come on, Grief. Cleanse him up. Get a taunt up again. Sure, let's take a mass assist here. Let's take Rex out. And try to finish off Kyle. Hey, nice. Iden is my Mon Mothma counter. Too many debuffs on Rex. That's exactly what it was. But I tried like just doing basics, but it was feeding him too fast. Yep. And then every time Mon Mothma got a turn, she would just cleanse him. So then all the debuffs that I did get on him didn't do any good because they just go away every single time that they get a turn. All right, so this Zori team. Let's look at Zori. Let's look at if the leader is a non-Ufu resistance. If the leader in the ally slot is non-unaligned forced user resistance. So that takes out both Rey and Jedi Training Rey, right? So when Zori uses an ability, resistance 100% turn meter gain. Okay, so all of that is just gone. But this stuff still applies. Smuggler allies. Whenever uses an ability. Okay, so. But this is all the stuff, right? Removes turn meter, inflicts speed down. It's all of this stuff. While in Grand Arenas, if there's no Galactic Legends and all allies are resistance. If the ally leader is non-Ufu. Okay. That's it. Right? This whole ability is just gone. So basically we're facing some kind of a Jedi Training Rey team. We should be able to manage this with some kind of Jedi, right? Just take some Jedi in here that can Target down Stick Ray, kill her, kill Jedi Training Ray. Should be good. I want to save the Radis team for up front so that we can get more banners by killing the Qui-Gon team that's up there. So that's the reason I don't want to just... Because we've had good success killing these kinds of teams with our Rogue One. But I don't want to have to use Rogue One for this. Okay, so we just try to get Stick Ray out of here fast. Because she is a lot of damage. Okay. Now we got to try to heal up over here. And we'll call in some characters to heal protection. Just whiff. Dodged. Alright, get rid of some of her health. And then kill off Zori. I'm Zori. I'm Zori, you feel that way. Sure, we'll train it over here. Trigger that. Heal up. Try to get banners back. Alright. 56 banners. What should I use with Iden and Scout in 3s? Boris says I use Iden ranged and Scout. I think I have Iden Scout and Snow Trooper. Schnee Trooper. Because I don't have a whole lot of other relic troopers to throw in there. And that feels like good use of my relic Snow Trooper. Alright, we get the kick on the Brute. Mara Jade goes crazy. Rinse, repeat. Should be good. We've won this battle before quite a few times. Here comes the kick. And here comes the Mara Jade. Try to steal their turn meter. It stuns. Soldier. Stun everybody. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Get a free turn. Sure, pass it over to the Emperor. Restun. Okay. They're taking counterattacks again now. That's not fantastic. Get rid of the Brute. Get rid of the Alpha. Get rid of everybody. 55 banners. You have a lot of options in 3s. Stark, Death. If you want to tank, then there's options as well. Okay, so let's make sure we clear this back zone before we move on. This is Jedi. Bastila. Old Ben. What prevents me from using Enfys Nest? They don't have enough damage, right? They've got a good amount of debuffs that are coming and going. Potency's not a big thing in this team. Old Ben, I don't really think he's going to have 60%'s not enough. So I can just Enfys Nest this team, right? We'll put Kira in there to make it safe. And it could be a long battle, but we should get it. Oh, Lex Talionis just crashed. Wow, okay. Never mind, debuffs abound. We'll just put that on auto, and I'll go over here and try to fix my Lex Talionis account. Okay. Okay. Relaunch. Okay. All right. Getting them chewed down through that, all that free purple protection they get. All right, Ahsoka's ready to drop. Old Ben. Give him more buffs. More buffs. The more buffs. Enfys Nest, for anybody who's not familiar, every time a buff or debuff expires, she gains critical damage increase. So all these buffs that they put on, as soon as they expire, gives me a bunch of extra damage. So with Nest, you have to watch out for characters that can prevent your counterattacks or have unstoppable stuns, things like that, to prevent you from doing your thing. Otherwise, against a team like this, even though they have a ton of health and protection and goofy mechanics to make them difficult to kill, Nest is going to win out over time. She'll just ramp up and do what she does. 55 banners. We'll take it. Okay, and then we can go up front. And I got to see if is there anything else in my entire account that I can take a swing at this Malgus with. We do have a bounty hunter team. We do have a bounty hunter team. I don't know that it will do any good, but... Alright, let's see how many banners we can clear from here. We'll take Rogue One in against this Qui-Gon team. See if we got any more Datacrons that we can take. Sure, we'll take it. Whatever it is. If we're running out of battles, we're running out of Datacrons. It's all good. Alright, so the key here is get rid of Foresights, hit Qui-Gon, and then, yeah, kill everybody. Okay, let's try to get a hit here. Get rid of Foresights. Oh man. We've got to get the buff immunity onto him. If we can. That's not great. Yeah, just got to keep doing this. Buff immunity. Alright, we got buff immunity on him now. Alright. Now we should be able to kill Qui-Gon. Oh. We're going to save the area effect. Get rid of the Foresight. Try to hit Anakin here. Okay, watch out for the Foresights. Alright, 91%. We'll trigger the expose, clear the Foresight. Yep, let's go ahead and do it. Ouch. Alright, heal up. Try to get some banners back here. Uh, 57. I don't know how we ended up with 57 there. I felt like we still had some damage, but worked out. Okay, got some kind of Mandalorian team here. This is going to take decently high damage with an armorer in our way. Or healing immunity. So we've got Rey here. We can take a look at Rey. Team like this feels weak. No Zeta Ray. ZZR, 0 Zeta Ray. I don't think this Beskar Mando is going to one-shot people, though. It's the Mandalorian lead, and Beskar is just a participant. Okay. After using Discipline Setup, until he can't be defeated, it's immune to fear, stun, turn meter reduction. Swift Takedown deals 20% more damage for each stack. Alright, well maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he will take out good characters. Alright, so let's get in there and maybe we can just prevent him from getting Whistling Birds going in the first place. Let's see if we can just prevent him. Okay, let's do that. Everything's resisted. Wow. 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 He resisted everything. Give him the stick. All right. Try to get this armor out of here, I guess. She puts that on the Mando. Okay, BB-8's pretty much done already. That's amazing. Secret intel. Gotta get this armor down. Just keep hitting. Yeah, let's just take a big hit here. All right. So now, what do we want to do here? I guess. Didn't say he was immune to damage. He's just immune to being killed, right? Let's try to get him under control. Okay. No, 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 no. No. Stop. You grr. Unpleasant person. Okay. Well. Seems like this is going to be a loss for us too. That damage immunity is killing me. Got to get some healing going on here, Ray. Come on. Get healed up. Dodged. Yeah, we're done. Unpleasant. Not enough damage. That's clean upable. I don't think we'll have any problem cleaning that up. What do we got against Dash? What can we do against Dash? Let's try a Mon Mothma team here. Let's get some rebels going and do this. We'll get dazed at first, but then hopefully we can throw out some cleanses on Mon Mothma. Get these troopers cleaned up. Okay, there you go. All right, Mon Mothma, let's do this. Start the cleansing process. Throw in Okay. Do our thing. Get another character. And get ready to start the cleanses again. Dash will have his ability up again, I think, the next time he goes. In we go, grinding away on Vandor Chewbacca, because, well, that's all we can do. Alright. Get flamed. There we go. Alright, Bo-Katan next. Actually, we could probably just kill Dash now. Now that Vandor is dead and won't bring him back to life. Okay. There's that kind of stuff. We'll get the cleanses going on. Get rid of these dazes. Get rid of some more turn meter. And just keep doing our thing. Cara Dune. Annoying as ever. Mon Mothma cleanses up. And that's the end of that nonsense, and we should be good from here on out. Alright, 55 banners. We've got a first order team we've got to deal with that are pretty fast because of the Kron. What do we have for Imperial troopers? I know we've still got Stark and Dark. Stark and Dark. We just need some kind of Empire leader, huh? What does this look like? Vader, Stark, and Dark. We can give this a try. I don't know that it'll work, but if Vader gets a turn, we should be able to throw down some pretty good damage. Probably kill that TIE pilot. And then for the Kylo, we're just looking for the trooper to be good. Get rid of the Foresights. Do Merciless. Oh boy. That's not going to be enough. Alright, well, let's try to get Phasma out of here. That's at least something. Dang. Get off my trooper. Man, alright. Get another stack for as much good as it's going to do me. Oof. Alright, going crazy over here. So that team didn't work out nearly as well as I'd hoped. Taking Fennec. Let's probably some bounty hunters. Who has a good contract here? Fennec has a good leadership because she's going to get 50% to all of her stats. So we'll take that, and like, who cares about the contract? And we should be able to have enough damage with this team to take down Kylo. Ability blocks if we can. Put the armor shred onto Kylo. Missile. Alright, there we go. Basic. Guess I should have just played this team first, huh? Wow. Just owned him. Okay. So then back to this team. Let's see what we can do with Inquisitors, I guess. Let's go, y'all. This little teeny tiny Grand Inquisitor coming in at you. Alright. Throw some bombs on them. I think we're just gonna just do stuff. Let's remove turn meter from target enemy. Take that. Okay. Hey, we did it. You got that Beskar armor Mando down. Just put it on auto at this point, right? Just let them do their thing. Okay. So I think that's what we've got. Let's see if there is anything else in our entire kit that we think might give us a chance here. Geos, Padme, Sonostaros, Night Sisters. We got a lot of stuff in the account, right? We've got a lot of stuff that just doesn't get there. Doesn't get there. I don't know. I don't think there's any world in which there's enough of a miracle for the Night Sisters to win this. Zombie soaking those big hits. You go. All right, here we go. Give them all the plagues. Yep. Yep. So good. All right. 22 attacks from Malgus over here. We got taunt back up on Zombie. Oh, that's going to be it. They got our Daka. Daka down. Yeah, we got nothing. Okay, well, 2 zone clear. Rest of the teams are down. He's got the tools in his toolbox to beat what we put on defense. We just got to hope that somewhere between this Holdocron and the Landocron that they get something done. What Datacron do we have on Jabba? Dark Side Allies. It's just a generic one. Oh, it's got a bunch of offense. That's right. So we're trying to lob some big bombs in there and get lucky. All right, well, we'll see. We got chances. We got good stuff on defense. He put a lot of his GLs down. And let's see if we can take this 2-0 to a 3-0. Alright, Swgoh Gameplay says if you want damage, you can take Death, Range, or Stark. If you want survivability, you can take a tank. Iden ramps enough damage anyway as the battle goes on. Whoop-de-doo says, how come Drogon isn't with Leia? I'm trying this Landocron. So what I'm doing with Leia, we're putting down Leia, R2, and Lando. And then with the Rebel fighters, gain protection over time and turn meter if they're revived. So if she ever gets off the ult and revives Lando, it's good. And whenever anybody uses an ability, Lando assists, dealing 50% more damage. So right at the start, Leia goes, Lando assists, R2 goes, Lando assists. That is, this team already puts out an insane amount of damage. So that's the hope. Maybe that messes some people up. It does more damage than they expect. I don't know. It's it held in the first round. They did 2 battles against it, and they did kill the ads and just had Leia left. So I honestly don't know if the Lando made a difference there or not. But yeah, that's what I'm trying. I mean, do you guys know, is Drogon just so good with Leia that you should never ever take him out of 3s and he should just always be with Leia in 3s? I like trying new things. So let's look at that Holdo here real quick. So the Holdo that I have is resistance falls below 50%. They all reduce by their cooldowns and gain turn meter. That's what I've got there currently. Could be re-rolled. Wouldn't be a problem to re-roll that. And then the Raycron. Got health stats down here, offense up top. So I feel like this is actually a pretty good cron. Whenever resistance allies critically hit, they gain crit avoidance and crit chance for 2 turns. So that's what's currently in here. I haven't been able to re-roll this Ooh, I could re-roll this accuracy. I could re-roll the accuracy. But just, you know, if Rey is defeated, you get revived with 100% health and protection over time. It feels pretty good for 3s. But that Holdo, it's a lot of stuff. So I was thinking maybe with the Holdo, what you could do is do, like, instead of Fin Zori or Fin Po Zori or something like that, you could actually do Fin Holdo Zori with this Datacron. Oh, my Zori, never mind. My Zori's bad. I can't do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, unless I relic my Zori, we're out of luck there. DL, the level 6 Holdo, you want the 100% tenacity at level 6? You want the 100% tenacity. Okay, well, let's re-roll it. Let's see if we can get 100% tenacity. Resistance allies gain 2%. Critical avoidance and critical chance. Neither one of those is the tenacity thing. Alright, we'll take this one for now, and we'll try one more time to re-roll it. If it's not too expensive. 150,000 to re-roll. 2% offense. Oof. Ever a debuff on an enemy expires. That doesn't seem great. Man. Getting no luck with the re-rolls here. Whenever resistance ally deals enemy and nobody's blind, inflict blind which can't be resisted. That's better than what I've got, right? It's now up to 80 parts and 250,000 for a reroll. That's a lot. That is a lot. I think it's too much to ask. All right, though. I mean, it's what it is. Rerolls have been garbage for me too, says TK. Yeah, what do we got on the Sidious Cron? Whenever a Sith ally deals damage and no enemies marked. That's what I got on that one. Yeah, let's go take a look at my Sidious. Because I just went all in on potency and offense. Oops. That's not what we want. But you're saying that I need a lot more health on the character? What do we need so much health for? Guess I don't quite understand. This is, yeah, that's health. It's not a very good. We can take it up. That'd be a lot more health here. So we can slice that up and get ourselves health. It's got 6.8% potency on it already, right? 3 rolls. It's pretty nice. Yeah, 15 speed. It's not bad. Okay, so where are we at in this thing then? We're at 63,000 health, so we're like 20,000 health off on this thing. But I just went for potency here and then crit damage and offense just to hit hard. Couple defense mods. Health is good because he can recover health with health steal. I feel like my Wampa isn't getting much done. He's dying very fast. And his Relic 3 with decent mods. Any tips? What are you using him against? If you're using him against something like a Zori, or not a Zori, but an Iden team or a Grievous team, Relic 3 against the full Relic Grievous team, that could be touch and go. That's a little bit light. You probably want him Relic 5. If you want to leave him at Relic 3, then I would say that if you're planning to fight Iden with him specifically, you need to go with the Tenacity mod. That way she can't, if she can't stun you that very first turn, then you're good to go. But if she stuns you on the first turn, then you might lose against Iden. So if you're using it against the Iden teams, think about Tenacity. Otherwise, you can think about building more for offense. Hey DL, how do defense sets compare to health ones for teams like Geos that equalize health? In all instances, if you want to know what keeps your characters alive the longest against the most hits, as long as they're not true damage hits, defense sets are always better than health sets. Even with Padme's mechanics where she's basing everything off of health, even with characters that health steal, defense sets are still better. And the reason it works that way, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. The reason it works that way is because if you imagine, if you put a bunch of health on a character, it could gain back more health. But the point isn't gaining back more health. The point is, if you have a higher defense, gaining back 10,000 health is, in some cases is going to be worth more than 12,000 health, just because the armor is going to protect that 10,000 health in a way that it takes your opponents more to get through it. That's the math. Defense sets are always better. There's a case where you would say, of course, Grievous. I mean, Grievous and Malgus, where you specifically have abilities that are directly tied to, percent of your base health. That's where it's better to do health mods. If you're trying to fight Rey or a character like that has true damage, then health mods are better because true damage ignores defense. In all other cases, defense mods are better. Can you still use Wampa against C? Your Wampa has to be at least Relic 7 to be considered against Sith Eternal. The reason isn't necessarily because you'll die, but Sith Eternal has a very good health recovery mechanics. He won't get to his ult because you only have one character in there. So he will maintain his special ability that lets him regain protection. And he'll be so much faster than your Wampa that he'll constantly be using it. And at Relic 3, even if you can survive to the end of combat, you can't ramp the damage high enough to kill him. So on my Loquitur account, let's take a look at maybe swapping this out. Let's see if we've got something with a high. Let's do potency, and let's filter by health percent primary stat and see what that looks like. Red Trooper, 9 speed. Oof. All right, let's look at speed and see what we get. Yeah, that's it. Three rolls on 11 speed with no potency on the mod. But that would get us another health mod. I don't know. I think I'll just try a low health Sidious at first. 63,000 health ain't great, but you know, we'll try it. We'll try that first. If that doesn't work, we'll come in and do something different. But to look at my Wampa over here, my Wampa's designed to beat Sith Eternal. So what I had to do on him, let's go offense. So even at Relic 8, offense, offense, offense main stats, all the way up the line. Just got to ramp offense. The higher you start with your offense, the more this is going to increase, right? 40% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. So if you start with a really high offense and you keep ramping it like this, you can get enough damage to kill even a Relic 8 or even a Relic 9C. But if you don't start out with enough offense, it just times out, even at high relics. So the key on a Sith Eternal battle, you got to be able to beat C. Obviously, defense is better for any individual Geo, but theoretically, all the defense on characters that aren't getting hit is wasted. Well, health would help everything, right? No, Geos even out their health based on percents. So if you had a bunch of Geos with high defense and low health, they still equalize based on health percents. If you have one Geo with a high health pool, it gets equalized based on percent. So if all your Geos are at, like one Geo took a big hit and is almost at 0, the next time your opponent attacks, that gets equalized. It's all based on percents instead of actual health values, if that makes sense. So it doesn't take the total pool of health in terms of a number. It just takes the total of percents and spreads that across all Geos. Hypothetically, isn't it best to mod your Geo Brute Alpha for defense so that Brute has it but health on the rest? No. You're going to mod your Geo Soldier to get 100% crit rate. You're going to mod your Spy for crit damage. You're going to mod Sunfac as a tank. You're just going to mod your Geos like they're meant to be modded. And for the Brute Alpha, typically speed makes a big difference with the Brute Alpha. So typically you're going to have a speed set on him anyway. And if your offset is health or defense, it doesn't make that much of a difference for the brute. I don't think you would ever go in and specifically do 3 defense sets on brute alpha. I think it's always going to be a speed set. And a tenacity set on the brute alpha is good. A tenacity offset is probably the best thing. I'm curious. I haven't looked at my brute alpha in a long time. I've probably stolen his mods and replaced them, and I don't know what kind of garbage he has on him. Let's take a look. Okay, so he has the tenacity offset on him with potency here and just a speed set. So, which is it? They get a bunch of max health and protection, 50% health steal, recover. Brute Alpha already has plus 60% tenacity. So adding more tenacity on top of a character that already has a bunch of tenacity to start out is not bad, right? It helps him be more resistant to things like stun. When Vader does a Force Crush and you don't get any debuffs onto your Brute Alpha, that's nice. Kind of sets back the gimmick with Vader a little bit. All right. If you have a Zeta on Sidious, potency sets are better than health sets. Also a potency cross. Yeah, we do have the Zeta on Sidious on the Loquitur account, so I think I'm sitting at 128% potency on him right now. All right, one more question. DL, is your account mainly free to play? Also, any tips for gathering relic materials? I'm getting short on them fast and working on Jabba. So the best advice that I have for farming gear, if you go back and look, I've got a gear farming guide that I did after the last change to the raid system, and that's still good today. There's a few things that probably should be added in there, but yeah, go look for that 2023 gear guide. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about where to get stuff and the fastest possible ways to save up in relic for your characters. So I think that's definitely worth your time. It's a pretty long video. People have told me before that you got to watch it 2 or 3 times to get it all, but yeah, I think and there's also some resources that are pinned in the Discord that basically summarize a bunch of where to get the gear. Some other people have done sort of like the shop use guides for most pieces of gear based on that video. So there's resources in the Discord in that video to watch for sure. As to the accounts being free to play, the Loquitur account, I've spent money on it. I think I'm up to like $395 or $415 or something like that I've spent on the Loquitur account over the course of 3.5 years. And the Lex Talionis account here is really free to play. It's really totally free to play and awful. It's really been a struggle with this completely free to play account. So yeah, I recommend to anybody starting the game to get the Hyperdrive bundle and invest in the startup of the game for sure. You guys have heard that old joke, right? How do you know if somebody's free to play? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Ships, 1 million. Characters, 1.7 million. Galactic War Battles 1, 2.1. So this account's only like 6 months old. They have, I don't think these clones have been available through any packs or anything, so they've invested a lot in the clones. They've got Vader, Wampa, the 501st. I don't know if they're going like straight for Lord Vader or something. Feels kind of like that might be what they're doing. Don't know. But, so yeah, they've got some random relics. Ship-wise, they've got just the standard ships. They've unlocked Chimera to 7 stars. And they've just got stuff. They do have the Hound's Tooth already finished at 7 stars, though, so that's pretty smart. So let's get in here and take a look. BB Aftermath says the gear video is fantastic. Hey, thanks. Glad it helps. Boris Balkan says the actual amount people have spent in the game is always higher than they think. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, people probably say I've only spent, you know, $100, and they've actually spent much more than that. I buy the pass though. I mean, every time Conquest comes around, I spend $10. I bought the big pass this time around on Loquitur, so yeah, that's my spend in the game right now, is I'm buying the Conquest pass. I've thought about buying a lot of things. I've thought about the Gungan packs when they come out, buying that first pack to get them up to 4 stars, make things easier there. I've thought about buying some stuff to, you know, free up the Cairo. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's what people want to see out of the account. I think people would rather just see me play. And maybe there's some people that don't even want me buying the Conquest Pass, but the Conquest Pass makes Conquest a lot less overhead for me, so it's a pretty big deal. All right, we've got Troopers, 501st. This is Rex, right? With the leaning head. Okay, that's Rex. Okay. So we've got that. We need to kill them fast. We've got some kind of bounty hunters over here with Chrysanthemum. So we've got Troopers. I feel like Troopers can probably do these clones. And then we'll have CLS. We've got a bunch of different teams. We've got Phoenix. We've got all kinds of stuff to try here. So I think we'll go with Troopers first. Oops, hit Piet in there. And yeah, I think we can kill 5s pretty quickly. And we should be able to do Arc and then finish off with Rex. Rely on our superior modding. Lol. Mods in this account are so bad. Wow, we've got tons of turn meter. I'm actually going to reduce the armor on Rex. Then we'll link up and we'll drop the bomb on 5s. Oh, okay. Alright, let's get rid of turn meter. Get that done. Now we'll get over here on Rex. I said I was going to take Arc Trooper, but I think we just don't want Rex getting turns if we can help it. And he had less turn meter. Okay, no. Don't kill my Veers. No killing Veers now, buddy. Get him. Alright. 64 banners and you didn't kill my Veers. Let's see what's on the back wall. Folks, that's 1 relic with total garbage gear on my other 2 troopers. It's pretty good. Yoda. Alright, let's try Phoenix here. I think we'll do Phoenix here. And then we have Qui-Gon still in the tank for up front. And some kind of CLS team if we have to. Try to get Yoda out of here. Get rid of this taunt. Shoot Yoda again. We'll just keep going. Dat cleanse dough. Alright. Get rid of the Foresight. Do area effect. I don't. Oh man, maybe I should have. I was gonna say I don't want to do the ability off of Hera yet, but then all of a sudden it looked very quickly like maybe I need to. Alright. Still not able to kill Yoda. Just basic here. Okay, there we go. Yoda is so annoying in this comp just because all the foresights that he's going to give to everybody else. Do this. He'll get taunt back. It's fine. Okay. Rex doing Rex stuff. We'll put this on and then that'll allow us to taunt. Taunt will get us some assists. We're just going to stay on Kenobi at this point. We might as well keep him on lockdown. A series of 10,000 tickles later. We're gonna do something here. I'm serious. We're going to do something at some point. Hey! Alright, put it on auto. Nice. Rex, pretty good character, I hear. I have him still on my farming tab, but I haven't been able to get him past 5 stars. Once we started farming stuff for the Profundity Journey, it's just been really hard to commit anything to try to get back to Rex. Constantly out of energy. So here's a Qui-Gon. We'll take that. I guess we'll take the Ahsoka in here. I really need to put just a little more gear on that Ahsoka. And that way I won't make people mad when I put non-Galactic Republic in here. Cad Bane, Jango Fett. Okay. We'll do that. Hey, nice. Big hit right up front there. We'll just take a basic here. Now we'll take the smash. Reducing my Ahsoka's life to almost nothing. Can't kill her. Haha. Can't kill her till you kill Qui-Gon, buddy. The AI just doesn't know these things. It doesn't understand. 53 banners. Nice. Okay, now shippies. Let's see what we got here. We got a Relic 5s and then some other stuff. 3 Geos up front. We'll bring in a tank. Probably Plo. Okay. We got a secondary tank. Now, with the Endurance as his capital ship, I think we're okay. Against Home 1, man, there's been a couple times where a team like this has just ripped apart my spy first turn. We're going to try to take out this Ghost right away. Rex is relic and the Ghost hadn't taken a turn yet. Okay, so they hit my spy, but said spy did not gain stealth. So that's bad. We didn't get a stun on Rex. That's bad. Oh no. Alright, he's got a buff, so he's got to attack Sunfac. Alright. So what are we going to do here? Let's bring in Buzz Droids. Let's stack up more Buzz Droids. And kill with Buzz Droids. Okay, the taunt goes away. Oh, the taunt comes back on Rex. Rexed. Get buffed up here. Restock the Buzz Droids to 3. That's good. Oh, here comes that little show. Okay, let's get rid of Rex. Yeah. Nice. All right. Buzz Droid's doing some work back here. Let's just keep going. He'll probably die the next time he takes a turn. Oh, I'll die next time I take a turn. Okay, we've got, you know, some kind of rebel tank here. Bring that in. Just keep firing away with these geos. Alright, he's got 1,000,000 protection now. Almost got our ult, which is going to do surprisingly little against this team. We'd be lucky if we even kill one ship. Oh, Ahsoka. Ouch. We just don't have enough damage, y'all. Let's bring in Plo and see if we can keep these ships alive. Again, if I did the ult right, oh my goodness. Ahsoka just one-shotted me. And he's got another reinforcement in the hole still. Yeah, this ult is going to do nothing. I'll pull the trigger on it if I get to it, but it's not going to kill anything. Yeah, so. Well. We can bring in another fleet, but I don't think we have any ships that can do much. Yeah, this will be over in just seconds. Split seconds, it will be over. Okay, let's get a stun. Stop hitting my silencer. I'll try to silence you. Wow. Okay, try to silence you some more. Wow, okay, I'll try to silence you some more. I've succeeded. He have or had been silenced. We dodge. Anakin comes in, one shots. Yeah, there you go. Oof. Yeah. Whew. All right. Well, that's all we got. Gave it our best try. Yeah, our fleets are still so weak on this account. Really, really weak fleets. Go to the web store, get my stuff from the web store since the account shut down a second ago. We do have Cassian here ready to go now, though. Tomorrow night when I do my update, we'll be able to relic Cassian. Take another step on that profundity journey. Dash Rendar's coming along. We'll be close to leveling him up. Maybe. And then we'll work on him as our next relic, or Biston. We've still got Radis to build up. Slow going on this account. Go ahead and lock this down while we're here. Close, just got this one piece left to go. 20 more Cairo computers. We won't get that. We won't get that by tomorrow. So, be waiting on him. And then we'll go from there. Alright, that's probably going to wrap up this stream. Early fleets feel so hard. Early fleets, not, again, if you start the game and you get hyperdrive bundle and you get the hyperdrive ships, you're in pretty good shape in fleet compared to everybody else. If the light speed bundles become available and you get light speed bundle, then you know you're set. So, I mean, if I was playing this game for real as a brand new player, that's what I would recommend. You know, get any light speed bundle that has ships in it. The Rebel one is fantastic. The Bounty Hunter ships are all good. So, you know, if you buy the hyperdrive bundle and then buy a couple of the $10 or $20 Lightspeed packs, you're off and running on the game. You know, that already represents like a year and a half of progress in your account for less than $100. So those Lightspeed bundles are really fantastic deals. If you spent $50 on a hyperdrive bundle and $50 worth of Lightspeed bundles, your account's literally 2 years old already at that point. 2 years worth of character and relic building. So that's a lot of time saved. The temptation to click this button, y'all, I gotta tell you. Click. It's super tempting. All right, we're gonna hang it up there. We will be back tomorrow with the Lex Talionis update. Please remember to hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff in the future. Notification bell so that you know when I'm doing my streams online. And of course, the Discord link's in the description down below. It's up above in the header. So just click that, join the Discord, and become part of the community. It's a great place to hang out. You see all these cool people in chat with all kinds of information and neat ideas, and you know, a lot of smart people hanging out over there, helping out new players, mid-game players, talking about good decisions in the game, the right things to do for Datacrons and all that stuff. So if you want to be part of a great community, I hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next Holocron.